Hi, everybody. Hello. How are you doing? Hopefully everybody's feeling well, doing okay. What's up, gamers? What's going on, Lilac, Atomic, the High Wario? Anybody watch, did you watch the show yesterday? Did you watch, what's it? It's TNT, Today's News Tonight. This is a shot from episode 2 of Boba Fett, and I reported really just cool cameo. But the image on the left is a deleted scene from A New Hope. A couple in this episode were the same couple. They were Luke's friends. Oh, is that them? Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize who that was. They made them prominent, like they were important. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know who that was. Hey, Ryan, Heath, Joke, Somber, what's going on? Yeah, we did Today's News Tonight yesterday, so that was pretty fun. I like doing that. Ryan, you were just on last week or the week before. That's tough to do that stuff. That's tough for me to do shows like that. Thank you, Spicy, and hello. Dragon, what's going on? I beat Ratchet 5. Great game. Had a few bugs, though. Still a great time. Literally. It was. Yeah, so mine was yesterday. Yours was Monday? God, I thought it was last week. What the hell is going on? You know why this week is dragging, Ryan? Because I'm on vacation next week. So this is like the longest week this has been the longest week of the year. Unbelievable. How about Konami ruining a beloved franchise again? I mean, they didn't ruin a franchise. They did something that is exactly in character for them. They didn't ruin. Like, I'm not gonna look at Castlevania games and they did exactly what everybody knew they were gonna do. Sort of. Like, we didn't really think they would do that, but is it really surprising? I assume they gave them this shot to make up for being deleted from the movie. I was posted something in spoiler chat about something I'm hyped for with a certain character that appeared. I have to look. I didn't. I popped back in. But I didn't. I popped in when I was talking a little bit ago in the spoiler chat. It's the first week of the year, so everything is slow and boring. Yeah, it's also the fastest week of the year if you think about it. I will say, having tried a bit of older games, I could say that while I like this and the remake of the first game, it makes it harder for me to go back to the older games since they don't have a lot of the improvement, the quality of life improvements. That's always a trick, Dragoon, when it comes to that stuff. So I just got off my new job. I now have a description of how I feel about it. I want the job. No way in hell I'm keeping it. Ooh, interesting. Hope they at least continue with the Castlevania collections. The only thing they're doing right. Yeah, pretty much. So yesterday we did TNT, and I have a hard time doing stuff like that. It's difficult for me to rein myself in. You know, and we ended up doing it anyway, right? I was very happy that Derek said it's a light news day, so we need to figure out stuff to talk about, because you know us here, we ramble and we talk about whatever. Like, there's nothing to talk about, and we'll do it for an hour. And I realized yesterday what it is exactly that I do, which is I just find these threads and then I just spin off into another topic. And that's sort of what I end up doing. So it's always difficult for me to do anything like that because I need to rein myself in, and I can't, like, first of all, it's not my show, right? If I want to spin off into a random topic here, we can. We do it all the time. But I can't do that. I can't run someone else's thing. So I have to let them guide it. And after 4 years of doing this, it's not awkward, but it is kind of like there are a lot of times where mentally I'm telling myself to shut up because I don't want to drive this thing 900 miles off road. Everyone loves a good tangent, but when you're on a limited time frame, you have to kind of, and like I said, it's not even my thing. So it's not for me to say, all right, well, I'm going to stretch this topic out, or I'm going to start talking about something else. So I have to, like, kind of shut myself up and let somebody else do the guiding. Is it difficult handling TNT? If not done right, it could blow up in your face. Yeah, if you're a Lost fan, ask Arts from season 1. He'll tell you all about it. Well, he would have if he wasn't dead. It's pretty easy for me since I'm used to it with BSC. Doesn't help. Yeah, I guess so. And I guess that's Ryan. I guess that's the gift / curse of me doing this without other people is that I guess I'm naturally like this, so it's probably better for me that I don't have someone here redirecting the conversation. I one of the reasons I like doing this on my own for the most part is that I get to sort of drive. Like, obviously, you guys, I rely on you guys for a lot of feedback and to go back and forth with, but for the most part, when we spin off into a new topic, everybody kind of goes with it. So I appreciate that. I'm not trying to say that like a bad thing or anything, but I very much appreciate that. So it kind of like it kind of gives me free reign, but at the same time reins me in. You know what I mean? It doesn't help that there isn't much to talk about. Oh, a company being dumb, stupid, evil. Must be Tuesday. I mean, it's what's funny is that he was saying that. Oh, I didn't feel like there were any good topics. I thought that those were pretty good topics. I thought that because what do we talk about? The Twisted Metal series, which we thought was a game, but it looks like it's going to be a series. PSVR announcing the PSVR 2, which obviously I've now that I've dipped my toe into VR, I am very much a like dipping your toe in. You're like. Right, like you do a little bit of it, and it's okay. Now I'm looking at my Oculus, and here's what I want to get for the already. This is what I want to get. I want to get a new head strap. I absolutely have to get a new head strap because that one that comes with it is serviceable, but you can already tell what the limitations are. I want to get a battery pack. So I can stay untethered a little bit longer. And I want to get, there was something else that I wanted to get. Controller like grips, better grips and like rubber protectors for the controller because I don't really knock them into each other and I haven't really hit anything, but I don't want to do that and then find out that they're actually really sensitive, which they're not. I've watched a bunch of videos about how durable they are and all of that stuff is super durable. So I'm not worried about breaking any of it, but I want to protect it now. PSVR 2 on PS. Oh wait, hold on. I wonder if I can play P5S on PS5 on PSVR 2. Holding back the talking is definitely hard to lose control. Yeah, absolutely. Also, did you see Arlo's great video he did on the whole is Balan the worst game? No, I saw that the video popped up on my feed, but I did not watch it. I did watch his review of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I did watch. He did like a half an hour, 35-minute review on that, and without having played it. And with only having played a couple of more modern Pokemon, well, not really. I played Sun and Moon's probably the most modern Pokemon game I played, besides like Let's Go. Without seeing those games, I pretty much agreed with most of what he said. Even without playing the game, I'm like, because he talked a lot about the state of he talked a bit about the state of like Pokemon and what people can expect out of the games and what we should expect. Like the things that he said were actually really legit, and I was watching it and I'm like, oh, this, yeah, I kind of, even not having played this game, I agree with what he's saying. I absolutely agree with what he's saying. It'll just go well. Just ask the Sly Cooper movie TV show. Oh wait, I have no idea what we're talking about. Hey, Heath. I rarely ever do either. Heath, don't worry about what we're talking about when you came in. Give it like 3 minutes and we'll be talking about something else. Oh, and by the way, Lilac, Atomic, the High Wario, Marcos, Base, Heath, Ryan, Somber, Dragoon, Spicy, Who else we got here? Cameron. Is that everybody? No. Is that everybody? I don't know. Ronan, what's going on? Malice. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Let me go back up here. Very excited for PSVR 2, but until Sony shows a price, I can't really decide if I'll get it. The biggest problem with the PSVR 2 is that you're going to need a PS5. And I'm getting reports now that I'm seeing it pop up that it should be going into mass production soon. It's like, that's great. Can you make more PS5s first? How are there like 10 million of these things out there and I've never seen one in a store? Brilliant Uncle and Shining Silver. Oh, I like that. Oh, and I like that because if you do the initials, it's Bus. I like this Pokemon review. While I disagree with some of his points, I never felt like he was insulting people who did like them. No one hates Pokemon more than Pokemon fans. I've been feeling a certain way about Pokemon since watching that 6-hour video on Oris. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I've been here for the start, and I still don't know. Dynamic entry. What's going on, Latimer? It's a very good video to have in the background while you do stuff. Let me see here. Is that everyone? What, you wanted more? Well, I mean, yeah, right? True point. Because chip shortages and all that. It's why PS5 and Xbox Series X sell out instantly. Trust me, Sony and Microsoft would love to have more of them out there. Yeah, it's just so strange that they're like, here's my concern. Here's my concern with PSVR 2 is that of the limited amounts of systems that are out there, only a limited amount of people are probably going to want the VR headset. And like somebody said, the price, $600 for a system, plus if this thing comes out to be $400, that's a big investment. You're only going to have a small portion of PS5 owners that actually want to try it out and have the disposable income to do it. So it's going to end up looking like slow sales. And I don't want, I don't think it will be. $500 for the disc system, $400 for disc. Okay, all right, it's $500. I don't know why I thought it was $600 and $500. I saw a Series S in Target for the first time in the wild. Wow, I've never seen one. My favorite Pokemon is Bus. I'm curious about PSVR 2, and I do have a PS5, but I'm going to need to see more games before I consider purchasing it. If you watch the little thing that they did, I think they showed off Horizon. They're doing Horizon. What the heck is it called? I forget what it's called, but they are doing a standalone Horizon game for the VR. Horizon's a game I would like to see in VR. I think that I would like to see that game in VR. Assuming at some point I don't actually, I ever get around to playing the actual game. Oh, it said P5 owners. Oh, okay. What chip shortage? Where have you been? Yeah. There's been a chip shortage this whole time. No, the chip shortage is industry wide, like not just video games. Like the whole graphics card shortage, a lot of that has to do with the miners that are buying stuff up, not young people, like crypto miners, but production of a lot of electronics has been slowed down due to silicon shortage. Yeah, that's been going on for a year, maybe more. Hey man, Spider. I was literally saying it to my mom. Looking at these stats, Sony might charge me the price of another PS5. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what that comes out as. If that comes out at $300, I think that's going to be very reasonable. I think that for the tech that's in there, $300 might be very reasonable. Considering you'll also need a PS5. It's $300, even $400, you're kind of like, okay, you probably are getting there. But the fact that you need a PS5 is also going to be kind of extreme. Yeah, maybe $250. Just because a lot of the processing power is in the PS5. So that's what I've been saying for a while. What I've been saying for a while about VR is that VR is at a high price point for people to say, I'm gonna give this a try, and if I don't like it, I don't like it. If you make I'm curious as to how we don't have a $200 PC only VR unit. I'm very curious to figure out how it is that we don't have that yet. Because if you're, and you don't even need a crazy powerful computer. I feel like a really, it's kind of a plus and minus. It's kind of a plus and minus. If you have a very low base price VR add-on for your PC, a $200 attachment for your PC with not minimum specs, not like ridiculously low specs, but you know moderate specs for your computer, I think that will get a lot of people into at least giving it a try. And when people get into it, when they give it a shot, they'll have a better idea if it's something they want to invest on. The concern for me is always if you don't give them the proper experience up front, people will automatically think it's not for them. You know, if you turn it on and it's a 60 hertz refresh rate, which makes people sick sometimes, and you know, and the games run like crap because you have a low powered system and the headset isn't doing any processing. People are going to be like, oh, I knew VR wasn't going to be for me. Thank God I didn't spend that much money. It's like VR might still be for you. You went into it at a very, very, very poor price point. You know, at a very low, not price point, at a low quality point. You know, that's like saying, I've always wanted to give video games a try. Let's see if this is for me. And then you go out and you get an Atari 2600 or like a 5200. Right? And you play those games and you're like, oh, this video games is just not for me. It's like video games might be for you, but look at where you started. You started very, very low. I think Oculus, VR really needs demos and kiosks at places for people to try. But yeah, 2020 is kind of killing it for people. That really kind of screws everything up. Hold on. Let me go back up here. Damn minors and their youth. I want to try Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts VR might be interesting. Although some minors are probably minors, yeah. That's like the joke. That's like the joke where, the guy he's been working in a cave all day, and he gets in his car and drives home, and he gets stopped by a cop, and the cop says, what does he say? He says, all right, buddy, where are you going? Whose car is this? And where do you work? No, where are you coming from? Whose car is this? Where are you coming from? And what do you do for work? And the guy looks at him and says, mine. Ha ha! Even though I ruined the setup for that joke. No way how to be 300. I'd be closer to 400. I don't know, because 300 is what the PS VR now is, and that's like with the Move controllers and everything. I don't know. I think 3R might. I think 300. I think 300 might be doable. I think so. I'm not really interested in VR. Let's get to the actual point. We're getting close to Sword Art Online. Man Spider. We're getting close to Sword Art Online. I want you to Google something right now. I want you to look something up right now. Half Dive VR. Someone is working on a VR headset where you lay down and you lay down and the thing like goes over your face. So you don't stand up and move around with it. But then you get the experience, but you can turn your head to the side. And I saw some not footage of the games working, but I saw the device and I'm like, okay, that looks kind of interesting. It looks very restrictive, but they're talking about like haptic feedback suits and the things that you're going to be able to put on your feet so that you can sort of move your feet and simulate walking. But it's called Half Dive VR, and apparently it was completely funded. Somebody made from home. I don't need to make it to possible. It feels good to help out my community a bit. I'm not really interested in VR. Yeah, VR really needs store demos, kiosks. Talking smack about my Atari. I just haven't. Yeah, and I didn't have any Heath. I didn't have any interest in VR for a while, and then I was kind of interested. I was interested enough just to see. Like, I realize that I can't really. I can say that I'm not interested, but I can't say something's not good unless I give it a try. So I was at a point where I said I want to give this a try, and when I tried it on Christmas Eve at my niece's house, I was very into it. I was like, okay, this is actually really decent. It's immersive without being weird, without scaring the hell out of me, and it didn't make me sick. So that's a good point. Sony said Sony hasn't said that the PSVR 2 is backwards compatible, and while I assume it will be, we also did the same with PS5 backwards compatibility. When Sony kept saying sounds cool, we're thinking about it. I don't think it'll be backwards compatible. I think it needs the PS5's processing power. Considering the specs on the PSVR 2, I think it needs the PS5's processing power. I don't think the PS4 can do it. Somebody asked if my PC can run VR. Yeah, so far it has. I actually hooked my Oculus up to my PC and got Steam working, Steam VR. So now I have Steam VR. The only game I have on Steam VR is VR Chat. So, but it works better than the Oculus version of VR Chat. So, now I can do Steam VR games. So I honestly, at this point, I'm waiting for another sale. Something like Tetris. I wouldn't mind. Tetris is more expensive on Steam than it is on Oculus Store. Or no, it's not. Is it not on Oculus Store? I think it's not on Oculus Store, but it's more expensive on Steam. So I'm kind of waiting for that. And then Half-Life Alyx. I know people were saying Resident Evil 4. Yeah, I like Half-Life Alyx to be on PS2. Oh, PSVR 2. Remember Dot Hack? Oh man. With all that's going on in the world right now, my brain, maybe the brain frying that happened at SAO ain't so bad. Are we going to do a full dot hack soon? We're going to do a full hack. We're getting close to Wonka vision since they're monitors that emulate taste from it. Oh, boy. Just looked it up, and oh, boy, Van Spider. The complete PSVR bundle, which has the headset, controllers, camera, and a game, is like $350, but it still needs another $300-$400 for the console itself. Yeah, and that's why. It's a lot more money. I wouldn't mind trying it out at like conventions or something, but I have no interest in buying one myself. Yeah, if you get a chance, Ryan, if you can use somebody's Oculus Quest 2, I think Oculus Quest 2 is a good option because it is one of the only options out there that's wireless. So you can try it untethered and get a better experience firsthand. But it's Gonzalez time. Oh, I'm talking more playing PS4 VR games on PS5. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, okay. I see what you mean. Tetris Effect VR. It is in the Oculus Store. Okay, but it's like $30 on the Oculus Store, right? Isn't Tetris Effect connected on Oculus Store $30? It's $40 on Steam. Gonzalez in VR. I gotta get a for VR chat. I gotta get a Gonzalez avatar. That's what I need. Let's get full functioning Gundam that can fly if we're getting a Sword Art Online. It looks hard to be excited for this new stuff anymore because it just looks cool. Yeah, it's somber. That's how I am with games. It's like there's so many games, and I'm like, I can't. The only reason I really took the dive in for the Oculus is because I had some Christmas money. I have a couple of things that I can sell. I just haven't put them up for sale yet, and there's a lot of free games on it. You know what I mean? Like so I bought Beat Saber. I did buy Beat Saber. I haven't bought anything else. Like I don't have any other games to play on the system. But I have other games as far as free experiences, but I don't have anything like any other purchased game. I want to get one of those Wizards games. There's like Waltz of the Wizard and then the Wizards Enhanced Edition or something. I want to get one of those because they look like a lot of fun. It says 33 euros for Tetris here on Oculus Store. On Oculus Store or Steam. Last of Us would have been a good contender for VR conversions, but alas, Sony's not interested in that. I'm trying to platinum the games that I have. What is that? Magni, I just saw that. What? That's a great looking emote right there. Stram? What money is Stram? I don't know that I've ever heard of that money. But yeah, it's interesting. I wanna play Steam. Okay, I'm like, what? So Steam. All right, so I guess the conversion is just different. Yeah, it's like $39.99 here. Or that's what I keep seeing, and I don't know. Maybe you know what I realize. Hold on, let me open it up now. Maybe what's happening is I'm looking at because I think there's a version where you also get the soundtrack. Typos. Yeah, I was like, what? You know what? I thought he was answering the money question. I'm like, all right, so let me see here. So Dead Cells, little ad there. Tetris VR. We are VR. Yeah, it says $39.99. And and then the bundle is, oh my God. Yo, what? That's crazy. There's a bundle here that has Tetris Effect Connected, Res Infinite, and Lumens, and then it's like DLC and the soundtrack for everything. Oh my God. Yeah, spicy. I'm glad somebody picked up on that. We are VR. I know Tom Games made a few VR games, but I'm not exactly sure if they're on Oculus. And that's the thing. You can like with the Oculus, you plug it into your PC, and then you can go Steam VR, like you can do PC VR stuff. So that's one of the reasons I like it. That's what I'm curious about the PlayStation, the PSVR 2. I'm interested to know PC VR. I mean, you can do with the Oculus. I'm interested to know with the PSVR 2 if you're going to be able to plug it to your computer and do straight up PC VR. That would increase the value of the headset. That would significantly increase the value of the headset. I doubt they're going to do that, but that would be really good. Can the Oculus do Virtual Boy? I haven't searched yet, but how great would that be? That would be awesome. I love JonTron's VR Troopers. That was great. VR Troopers was a thing. Yes, it was. It was certainly a thing. Oh my God, can the Oculus? If I find Virtual Boy games on the Oculus, that'd be fantastic. I like it though. I do very much enjoy it. I am already at the point where I want to buy things for it. I want to buy a new head strap. I want to buy a battery pack. Eventually I want to do like the pulley system so I can have it wired, but out of the way, so it goes up to the ceiling and it comes back down to the PC. With Sony putting some of their games on PC, it could happen. I'm excited that they improved the header and controls for PSVR 2 in general. The fact it doesn't need the fact that it doesn't need a camera is a big boon. It sucks that it does still need a wire, but it doesn't need a camera, so that's a big, big plus. VR Troopers, the not Power Rangers. I mean, there were a lot of not Power Rangers. Yeah, you could sideload a Virtual Boy emulator, APK, or connect the Quest 2 to a PC and run RetroArch. Okay, or Arch. Is it Arch or Arc? RetroArch. That's what I got, because I have my Quest hooked up to my PC, so I can do that. The lack of camera should cut out a decent chunk of the price. I hope so. I really do hope so. I think that it's if you, let's say through some miracle, that thing comes out you can hook it to your PC for PC VR, and through some miracle, it comes out at $200. Let's pretend for a second that it comes out at $200 and you can plug it to your computer. That could be the VR headset for you to try VR. That could be the device that tells that gets people like, okay, $200. I'm gonna give it a shot. Now I'm gonna give it a shot. I just noticed the bomb. He's always there. The camera is the biggest issue for PSVR as it tracks light in the headset and controls. So if you can't see well enough, you can't do anything. The Oculus does that too. The Oculus requires light in the room in order for it to work, which is not. I mean, you turn the light on and you're good. The only big problem with the Oculus, other than like when you have it, I was gonna say when you have it wired, but that's a problem with any VR headset. Because it uses inside out tracking, so it detects basically in front of you. And a little bit to the side. So if you put your hands behind your back, it loses track of the controller. That's the closest I can come up with as a problem with the Oculus. Yeah, for $200, I'd be very interested. I think that a lot of people. I think $200 is a price point low enough for people to take a chance on it. I absolutely think so. Saban tried to make Toku popular. Bless them, they tried. I mean, the headset and controls have light built in, and the camera tracks the light. So if you cover, you're talking about the PSVR 1. Okay, you're talking about that. Well, I remember they were saying that was the thing with the controllers, where if it doesn't see the controllers, it won't read them. I don't know. Now that I'm hooked up, I kind of want to buy. Is Squadrons? How much is Squadrons? Star Wars Squadrons. I kind of want to buy that and give that a try. I'd be negative, Nancy. I wouldn't be interested even if. No, Heath, and that's totally fine. If you're not interested, you're not interested. There's nothing wrong with that. But there are a lot of people that are. There are a lot of people that are interested. There are people that want to really get into it, but it's too high of a price point. And there are people that are interested in trying it, but don't want to make the investment to find out that they don't like it. PS4 2 still has cameras. They're built into the headset like the Quest. Yeah. But now they're built into the headset. The headset also has light in the front. That's how the camera tracks your head. Yeah, so if you turn around, you're screwed. All I know is a squad. Yeah, that's why I'm looking it up. Star Wars Squadrons, $40. $40 on Steam. This title runs in both standard and VR modes. It does not require a VR headset. What's this? Ew, join EA Play. Leave me alone. Yeah, so it's $40. All right. So for the first time in my life, I'm excited for the next time there is a big Steam sale. Yeah, I've never been excited because I was never a big Steam person, but now I'm going to be a Steam VR person.